Hello everyone, I'm Peeyush Arora from Overseas Letter and I hope you would be doing fantastic. So I'm here with this new video on how to extend answers in your IELTS speaking. Extending answers in part 3 is really important for good scores in your speaking. So now we're going to work on a very simple formula with which you can increase your speaking scores in no time. So without wasting any time, let's start with the video. But yes, in case you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would request to please click the subscribe button and get all the tips that you need for your IELTS exam. So let's see the secret formula to improve your speaking scores in no time. So let's quickly look at how we can extend your answers in IELTS speaking. So for extending our answers, we are going to use a simple formula that is going to be OREC. Now what does that mean? Let's look at it. So for any question that we have, so we will try to use this trick, and see, this trick won't be applied to every question and we won't be applying to every question. But yes, for 1 to 2 questions out of 7 to 8 questions, you can apply this formula and give a better answer. Okay, so what does OREC mean? OREC means opinion, reason, example, and consequence. So we're going to put together all of these things in one answer and give a good answer for part 3. Please note that this is only for part 3. For part 1, you're expected to give short answers, so this really won't apply in part 1. But yes, for follow-up questions for part 3, this can work very well. Alright, so we already know that how we have to apply this. Now look at the practical example. So we have this question in mind. Let's say the examiner asks you this question. How have newspapers changed in recent years? Okay, so this is a follow-up part 3 question. So how you can answer this with this formula? I have a sample answer ready for you. So first we'll be giving our opinion. So we can say that, well, I would say the biggest change is that they have moved online. So this is our opinion, that yes, there is a change and they have moved online. Now I would be giving a reason for it, because they had to keep up with social media as a means of spreading news. Alright, so this is our reason. Next is, we can give an example. So we'll be using a connector for this. For example, you can also use other example. You can also say, if I just like to give an example, or you can use, for instance, I used to read the Tribune newspaper, the paper version, but now I read it via their app on my mobile phone. So this is how you're showing that how the newspaper has actually changed over the years. And just ending an answer now. So I think by moving online, the big newspapers have been able to actually grow their readership. So this is the fourth part of your answers. We were saying towards the end that yes, there is a big change and they moved online, and this is because they have to grow their readership. So now you can see that how we can speak the answer in one go. So how we can say that? Well, I would say the biggest change is that they have moved online, because they had to keep up with social media as a means of spreading news. For example, I used to read the Tribune newspaper, the paper version, but now I read it via their app on my mobile phone. So I think by moving online, the big newspapers have been able to actually grow their readership. So this is how you should develop your answers for part 3, and it should support properly. So please don't give short answers in part 3. You can apply this formula for a lot of questions, and there are few questions, more questions that you can practice doing this. So try to use this formula for these type of questions, like how has shopping changed in the recent years. So similarly, we can say that yes, there has been a big transformation in the shopping habits as people have moved online. Right, then you can give a reason for it, because it's much more convenient and even economical to shop online these days, especially in our country, India. Next, you can give an example for this. For example, several apps like Amazon or Flipkart offer home-to-home service, which is quite convenient, and also they offer various discounts at different times of the year, which makes it really pocket friendly. And then towards the end, you can give a consequence. So therefore, I think that there has been a big change in the shopping habits, and so this is how you can develop your answers for part 3. So you just saw a very simple formula that how you can develop your answers in part 3. I hope this video will be really useful, and apply this and try speaking as much as you can using this, so that you have a good grip of this particular way of doing the answers. So I would recommend that you don't apply for every question. For 1 or 2 questions you can use this, and it will really work. So please tell me how did you like this formula, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and definitely you can get in touch in case you need any assistance for your IELTS exam. It's a paid one. Thank you everyone.